Good morning, Heather.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How is everyone?
Good morning. That's an awesome shirt.
I was feeling groovy this morning. I wanted to share it with you.
Doing pretty well.
I've got to get the realtor thing put on this one. Oh, one of these. That'd be great. So. Good morning, Miss Mara.
Hello, I see you got the shirt you were wanting. Very nice.
The largest tie-dye shirt I've ever seen.
Very festive.
Like I said, I was feeling groovy. Wanted to share with you guys. I need to get a head. I used to have a bandana. I really did. I used to have a tie-dye bandana. I don't know where it's at.
We'll visualize. We can see it.
Awesome. Cool. Just before we get started, Kristen Cole, our new OP, will be in town on the 4th. I'd love for you guys to meet her. So she's coming in. Be a lot of opportunities there. I sent an email out to the PC group this morning. There's a ton of trainings that are open and available too. So December 4th from 12 to 1:30 at the River Road office. Snacks will be provided. So good stuff there.
We like snacks.
Snacks are a good thing. How is everyone this fine morning? Tell me some goodness.
Good. I'm gonna go show a house this evening that seems too good to be true.
Oh yeah?
Well, I wonder what's wrong with it.
Nothing.
If it's not gone already, there probably is.
I just hit the market, so.
I got a lead off of my Facebook ad.
Oh yeah,
So
that's awesome. What was your Facebook ad?
it was about low interest rates and being a good time to buy.
Heck yeah, it really is.
So it gave me her name, number, and email. So I guess I call and email her. Should I do both?
All right. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Call, email, text, send her a short video. I'm all about it.
And do it quickly.
It just came in last night, so I'll do it today.
Good morning, Mara. Good Marla. Good morning, Charity. Look at you, Plumline team on the call. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning. Love your shirt, Dan.
What shirt?
Good morning.
It's just a normal white shirt. What, are you seeing colors?
I am.
You should probably get that checked. I will. I you know what? If I could find a dress shirt that was tie-dye, and I bet I could, I'll wear it.
I love tie-dye.
It's interesting. It makes people smile. Good morning, Jennifer.
Wouldn't be that hard for you to make your own.
Oh, no. I just don't know how.
You just go to a craft store and buy a kit and then
They
go
have
for it.
kits?
They have tie-dye kits, yeah.
Used
wow.
to.
Okay, well, maybe that's something I'm going to be doing with my son.
Donna would teach you how.
Yeah, he'll have a lot of fun with it.
Good stuff. Well, it is Wednesday. We are one day from Thanksgiving. Today, we're going to continue on the conversation we've been having all week, and that is care calls coming from contribution. Making sure you're reaching out to your database and thanking them and being thankful for them, but also utilizing it for an opportunity to grow your business. Who's gotten out of the way yet this week and made some phone calls and found some leads? Jennifer, yeah. Tell us about it, if you can, safely.
Well, I officially have a buyer that I'm going to meet probably this weekend and get the contract signed. Learning a lot. I've reached out to a lot of people that are super excited because they knew I wanted to do this for a long time. So like, you're officially my favorite realtor. I'm like, I haven't even sold anything yet. So it's been fun. Just a lot of people that they're like, okay, I'm gonna let you help me buy my first house.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So kind of cool. Did it freeze? But you're not frozen. I thought you were. Uh-oh. I
Froze
lose
a little
service
bit.
right here, so I'm
You
sorry.
glitched a little bit, but
Yeah,
that's okay.
I lose service. Yep. I'm still working my sphere of influence. And then I had Lindsay officially make me labels and mailers that I'm going to go pick up today and farm the 3 neighborhoods around where I live. So excited for that.
Nice. And how are you going to do it? You're going to door knock? You're going to go say hi to everyone?
No, I'm going to do mailers.
Go. Did you use the mailers that are in Command? Or are you using a different one?
A different one.
Cool.
I think I lost you. Can you still see me? My phone just froze.
We can hear you, but you're not moving. And that's okay.
Okay. All right. Oh.
There she is.
Nope. Yay! All right. Yeah, I lose service back there.
Well, that's awesome. A new lead. There you go. A new lead from working your sphere of influence. There is nothing wrong with that. I love it. High five for the.
Right.
Good morning, Miss Robin Bender. Good morning, Annette. All right, someone else, tell me about your calls this week. What kind of leads have you drummed up? What are you doing? How can I get you out of your own way? I mean, come on, guys. It's a day to be groovy.
You know, one thing that this is just something that's helped me so far, kind of working outside my bubble, is because I drive so much, I'm always in the car. I've called a few people and they've answered and like, did you mean to call me? And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm trying to not text and drive. So I've used the whole, I can't text and drive, so I'm just calling.
One of the best things you can do is utilize that drive time, which is dead space, and make it
Yep.
productive.
I spend way too much in the car, probably about 3 hours a day. So
Wow.
getting that in.
3 hours a day. It's a lot of lead generation from your driver's seat. I like it.
There you go.
That's what I do when I take long drives. I intentionally make phone calls to people that I know are typically longer conversations, just to fortify relationships, and it's super helpful. So I love that, Jennifer. Thank you for bringing that up. Too many people sit in the car and just use it for entertaining time. It's downtime anyways. It's wasted otherwise. Trust me, when you start looking at your car rides that way, traffic doesn't bug you as much.
Mm-mm.
So,
I enjoy my time driving.
and you have a nice car, which is nice and quiet, so you can't really hear any road noise, which is awesome. It's good stuff. All right, someone else, tell me some goodness. What do you got? Mara, how are yours going? I know you always got some goodness.
Well, yeah, I made some calls this week. one lady I hadn't talked to for most of the year, used to live in my old neighborhood, and she literally kept me on the phone for an hour, guy. I kept trying to, okay, nice catching up with you. I say like every 15 minutes when she drew breath. And I was like, but at least toward the end, she brought up real estate, almost like she knew, okay, I probably should let this lady talk about real estate for a little bit. But anyway, some care calls maybe don't go quite like you hope, but maybe that just means I should call her more often. Anyway, so not a lot to report there. Mostly have 3 deals hanging in the balance of appraiser and lender not getting their stuff done. So that's been pretty frustrating for the last week. But
It's
anyway.
very frustrating, especially coming up to Thanksgiving, where we know after about noon today, nothing's going to happen until
Well,
at least Monday.
And there was kind of this cool moment where the lender's like, I can't do anything. I can't talk to the underwriter. Maybe you could talk to my manager. And then she just gives me his name, but doesn't give me any information. Like she knows I really won't. But he's in my phone because he used to work out of the JV office at Keller Williams for another lender. And so I call him up and boom, I get him. He's driving down the road. I'm like, I'd really like you to get involved in this deal. And I text her back to say, hey, I talked to your manager. And he's like, okay, I'll try to prioritize it tomorrow. And it still didn't get done yesterday, but she was like, oh, brother, he responded to you. And I'm like, yeah, he did. So just kind of one of those keep in touch with people, because I have called him over the years just to keep in touch because he keeps jumping from lender to lender like they do. But anyway.
It's all about that community. We talk about the database and utilizing it leveraged right there. That's key point. So nobody is off limits, no call bias. Even though they might not provide you a lead that builds your business, they might be a strategic partnership down the line that helps you further on a transaction. That's awesome.
Like with him, I was like, I can't wait to see you do your magic. I could be all schmoozy with him because I was already like, lady, come on, you're not doing anything. Get this loan done.
Yeah, I was working a deal with Ian Brennan over at Nova. He's one of the VPs of Nova. And when I called him, he stopped what he was doing. He's all, if you're calling me, something's going wrong. I was all, no, man, I'm just calling to check on you. He's like, no, you're not. What's going on? What can I do to fix it? And it was just kind of a conversation. It told me I just, again, schmoozing him, but also if I pick up the phone and call someone at that level, he knows that there's something I need and he stops what he's doing. He's like, if I see your name come across an email, I answer it. And that was like, oh, that makes me feel good. But he also knows that I tell the 60 agents in my program about all the lenders and advocates that I have. So we definitely spread the love. And we also talk about the ones that are not so good.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but I'm running late for a closing. I hate to leave to go for a closing, but I want to make sure I told everybody I love you all. Happy Thanksgiving. You are the greatest people in the world. And there's 1 or 2 turkeys here. I'm one of them. But anyway, enjoy yourself. And, as it says right here, dinner is on us. Let's see. Okay, all you turkeys, dinner's on us. Run for your lives. God bless you all. Bye.
That's awesome, Vic. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Thanksgiving.
Robin, thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. I got to stop the train of thought right now. Miss Davis, I need an update from yesterday.
No, that was a strikeout and a fail.
Never a fail. Continue to learn. What happened?
Aw, thanks, guys.
So what was it? Why was it so balmy?
I originally thought that they were overpriced, maybe due to their agent, but they're committed to being overpriced. And so rather than ruin a relationship, I'll see them in another 60 days when it doesn't sell.
Right. That's good.
Because it's not.
The biggest thing there is you didn't lose. You made the choice not to go with that client because never, if you know it's overpriced, don't take the listing. It's not worth it.
Right. And I really, I know what it needs. So I didn't mind investing in the staging and what I know it'll take to get it moved. But I didn't anticipate them being the holdout. I thought maybe they were just given some bad advice on the current, landscape of the market. And nope, they are the commitment to it. So that was a shocker.
Well, they may have heard from someone, a poor agent that gave them that price, and then some stubborn people, they hear that number and they don't let go. Well, this guy said it was worth this. Yeah, he's wrong. No, he said it.
Yeah, it's definitely not. And they're competing with a new build community that's right like maybe a half a mile away. And so yeah, it's not gonna move at 549. No way, no how.
Oof. That's a big 10% overpriced. That's a big number.
Yeah, I would say it's more than 10%. They need to be in the upper fours, not 549. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's a big jump. Reduced from 599, but unwilling to go lower than 549, which is just not going to happen. So we'll be seeing each other.
Yep. Stay in contact. Stay their friend.
Oh, for sure. We ate the pie together.
Oh, you sat there and ate pie with them?
Oh, absolutely. We're still,
That's
I've known
awesome.
them for 30 years. These are my like old next door neighbors from childhood. I just didn't think they were so unreasonable. But yeah, we ate pie together.
We use you up front.
Like I said, I'll see them in 60 days.
I love that attitude. Continue on the conversations. Good stuff. You knew I was going to call you out too. As soon as you're like, oh, crap.
Yeah, no, I wanted to jump on and be like, man, that did not work out as planned.
That did not go as planned. It's okay though, because we learned. We fail forward. We learn. That's good stuff. Thank you for sharing with us. Good
No
morning.
worries.
Good morning, Letha.
Morning.
Well, we have 15 minutes left of our mornings together. I really do want to share my absolute gratitude for every one of you that join in and add some value to my day, add some value to my life. And I'm honored to be partnered with each and every one of you. Say thank you. I wish you and your family the best of Thanksgivings. But I also like to see your performance. I'd like to see you grow your business, because guess what? I'm addicted to performance. It's what I do. I don't drink, I don't do drugs, but I definitely get high on seeing my agents build businesses and have some wins. So what wins do you have? Let's share them. Let's talk about them. Let's script around them.
Listing appointment this afternoon at 1.
Woohoo! Letha's got a listing appointment. Isn't that like 3 in a row this week or this last 2 weeks?
No, this is my second one since I joined KW.
Which has been like a week or 2 days. Like 2 listings in a day.
I wish.
That's awesome. Well, keep it up, girl.
I did have a good cheat on my calls yesterday. I realized, I've changed my area, so I used all my 10 calls calling vendors.
There you go.
And then I added them to my contacts. I sent them all an email letting them know, hey, if you or anyone you know needs a real estate agent, don't forget me, and I was able to reach them all and have good conversations with all of them and letting them know that I transferred to Keller Williams and the area I was going to be in. So it was a win-win because they know that I'm a real estate agent. I'm keeping them in my mind, and I've got my termite inspector, my septic inspector, my home inspectors, and my well inspector.
I love it. Business to business referrals are one of the best things because it's win-win, quid pro quo. You give them business, they send you business. It creates a really nice, social ecosphere, or it's very balanced. So
Yeah.
the rest of you should follow suit. Business owners, call them up, make friends, talk to them, remind them that you're human. Remind yourself that they buy on and sell houses also.
Right.
And typically business owners know other business owners. So good stuff.
I have a question for you, and this is kind of just an opinion, but I know the owner of Maids in Tucson, and I was talking to him the other night, and I saw, remember last night on the text messages how someone was asking for a cleaning? Okay, so I've actually hired his girls before, and they did a fabulous job. But I was looking them up online, and their reviews on Yelp are 1.5 stars, which my jaw just dropped last night. I was like, oh my God, like the reviews on there are so horrible. Do you think it looks bad on a realtor to give a referral for someone with such poor reviews?
No.
No.
I say that so quickly because when have you ever gone to Yelp to cherish somebody? Everyone turns to Yelp to burn them down. It's a very small community of us that will actually go out of our way to give a positive review on a business. But everyone and their brother that has a bad experience, even if it's 1 out of 100 times, will go and just be a social justice keyboard victim. Go out there and tear a business down. I'm going to shut this business down with my review.
And you could help them obviously by putting a really good
That's
one
so
in,
true.
encouraging them to get other people to go in and give them a few good reviews.
That's true.
And one of the biggest things
Yeah.
we fail on as business owners ourselves is we don't ask for reviews. We don't ask for repeat business or referrals, and we fail to ask for reviews, which are two really large aspects of building a business. Is you want to have a following as well as you want to have your voice in the community and repeat business. And we just, for some reason, it's a skip that we have. And it could be the exact same situation. If you know the owner and you know that he does great service, then by all means refer away. I've had businesses that were extremely highly rated that gave me absolute dog crap service. And I told them, hey, I'm very disappointed because you were referred to me and your reviews are extremely high. I can tell you that I will never use your services again. I would always recommend if you're giving reviewing, if you're going to refer a contractor or some kind of service, give a couple options, let your clients choose.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Because even if they are the best in the best, they do the greatest work and something goes wrong, they can come back after you. You referred them and they're dog crap. Like, I'm sorry. That's the thing. So always give a couple options. Because as soon as you sent that, I sent Cindy a text directly of a lady that I know. So she had multiple offers, multiple people.
Awesome. Sweet.
And it's always good to have 2 or 3. 3 is ideal. 3 is like that magic number that the courts are like, hey, you made the decision. It's not the agent's fault.
Yep, that's true.
So,
And the referral you put on top is usually the one they'll go with. So put your favorite on top.
there you go. I didn't even think about that.
I like that.
And then alphabetically as I go
It's
through
like-
my phone.
Yeah.
Was there something else, Jen? Or you kind of cut out a little bit?
Oh, no, that was it for right now.
You know what I realize right now? That all the guys that usually jump on this call must still be sleeping. It's just us girls hanging out today. I love it. Good to see that y'all are still in business. Yes, you too, Jason. You're one of the girls.
Thanks. My femininity side's coming out today. I appreciate it.
Mine too. It's a groovy day, guys. It's a groovy day. Awesome. So who's going to make 20 contacts today? The people in your database that you have not contacted yet this week or last week, and wish them a happy Thanksgiving. Remind them you're in real estate and have a good line conversation about how business life and everything else is going for them.
It's hard enough doing 10. It took me like three or 4 hours just to contact 10 people.
Then shorten down your conversations.
That's hard, but I'll try.
There you go. I'm pushing you to be better. What I'm asking for is every day that you guys are in business and every day that you wake up, that you just push yourself to be 1% better. 1% better over time will be exponentially higher than where you're at today. The old saying is, if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten, is not true. If you do what you've always done, you will soon get less than you've always gotten. Because your energy now and your effort now will wean less and less results over time. So we must do more, we have to do it more every day just to keep the same. But if we want to grow, we've got to double, triple, or quadruple our efforts. And then soon we start to see a parabolic change in our abilities as well as our results. I don't know about you, but when I want to buy something, I love having the money to buy it. And when my mom and my sister and my dad need something, I like to not have to think about it. I have been the opposite side of that coin where I have led with debt. Put it on a credit card, not worry about it later. But it all came from the mind shift of what do I need to do to get to where I want to go? Go back to that energy triangle we talked about. Now let's change it again. Who do I need to be to go where I want to go? And that's the type of person that's willing to do what others aren't. It's willing to make a phone call. It's willing to pick up the phone, have a conversation, create a relationship with anybody. I got a text message yesterday after our Ignite class from one of the Ignitees, a newer agent. And he asked me, he's all, should I call, is there anyone in my phone that's off limits? Like, what about a girl that I went on a date with and never talked to again? I was all, absolutely not. There's no such thing as off limits. I have had a lot of awkward conversations over the years that have turned into pretty fruitful relationships. I'm going to share something right now. Robin is selling a house to my ex-girlfriend. I don't think Robin even knew she was my ex-girlfriend.
I didn't know that.
Talk about having awkward conversations, and then out of nowhere, she calls me up and says, hey, Big D, I'm looking for a house. Can you help me? I was like, I can get Robin to help you. But that's the thing, is it's nobody's off limits because they were in your life for one aspect. If, and I do say this, if they were abusive or terrible or just a bad human being, do you want to do business with them anyways?
No.
Should they be in your database?
No. Yeah, so that you know not to answer the call.
Even it says, I got a couple of those on my phone, do not answer. I put DNA next to them. They're like, what's DNA?
Yeah.
Donors know, do not answer.
Right?
They haven't called me in years, but they may not even be the same phone number. But that's the thing, is if they're in your phone, they're in your phone for a reason. This is a great time to go through and scrub out your database, but also make conversations. If you haven't talked to them forever, this is the time to do so. If you have a great relationship in the past that just fizzled out, like you guys were, volleyball friends or soccer friends or something like that, you just haven't talked in a decade. How would you feel if somebody from your past that you had a decent engagement with or some kind of positive relationship reached out and just checked on you? They wanted nothing more than to fortify the relationship that they'd once had. They're not looking to sell you anything. They're not looking for money. They're not looking for bail. They're not looking to tell you, hey, I'm sorry, I'm dying. They're just calling to say, hey, Marla, how you doing? How's your family? How's work? What's new? Gosh, I've been thinking about you lately and I friggin' miss you.
That would be great.
Right? I think Teresa's got a couple of those.
Yeah, I went through yesterday and wrote some emails and text and calls and that was what I said. Hey, just checking on you. Want to know how you're doing, if you're going to be, going out or having Thanksgiving with your children and people are very touched. And then one of my neighbors that I actually go grocery shopping for, even though every time I go, I wear my red day t-shirt and have my name badge on. And, I'm like, been busy. I'm sorry, it's been a couple of weeks since I, reached out. I've been, pretty busy with my work. And, I was thinking they knew I was an agent. No, he's like, oh, wow, that's great. What do you do? So now I got an open door that, I'm a real estate agent. So anyway, even if we wear our name badges and wear our big red t-shirts, when we're, doing community services or work and, charity, sometimes they just don't even see it. So, and then you can just open the door a little bit without being, salesy and say, I've been really busy with my work. So it did help. And people are generally touched when you reach out with care. And I had a lot of caring things this week and people have really appreciated it. And And then another little tidbit is, as we learn, we become so advantageous to our clients. One of my investors lost an opportunity that I told him over a week ago he could make a quick 50 grand in 1 month if he'd act on it. He was too busy. And then he's like, oh, I want to see that. I'm like, I'm sorry, it's gone. I knew it wouldn't last. So it was bittersweet. He was like, oh yeah, no, you told me. And he's like, well, find me something else. So I was working till 11 o'clock last night, sending him some other things that wasn't near as good. But you know, it's hard out there right now, but just coaching them, and you know, I'm sending, you know, the Hold book, the Flipper books. I'm getting people saying, oh my God, these are awesome. Thank you so much for sending them. I'm learning so much. So I've got investors who are just adamant about just wanting to flip, and some are just adamant about just wanting to hold. But by sending them both books and saying, if you kind of, you know, round out your portfolio, you're going to have a bit of both. And they're like, you know, I never thought about that, you know. So just being that person that is looking out for your clients is really going to make their day.
And that's the difference between a real estate agent and a real estate professional. Somebody that's actually being an advocate for your clients, protecting them at a high fiduciary responsibility. So guys, it is 8:30 on Wednesday, this grooviest of days. I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. There is no all partners meeting at 9 o'clock, so you guys have tons of time to lead generate today. Make those 20 contacts. Yeah, there was a reason I was talking about it. But other than that, thank you so very much. Have yourselves the most wonderful of Thanksgiving breaks. There will be no classes Thursday or Friday on any aspect. We're shutting completely down, giving everyone family time off. So please go out there, do something great, or stay home and do something great. Pick up the phone.
So there's no 10 o'clock meeting? I'm sorry.
No, there is. That is Ignite, not
Oh, sorry.
Ignite
No,
is 10 o'clock for those of you doing Ignite. Other than that, go out there and do greatness, guys. Be groovy. Be groovy. Love you all. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Be safe. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Oh, he didn't end it.
Oh, no, trees left. Okay.